Hi everyone, I'm Justin Choate and welcome to Faces of First Commonwealth. Today we are excited to welcome Kalyani Mantravadi, who is a member experience manager at our Emmaus Financial Center. Kalyani, welcome and congratulations on celebrating 5 years with First Commonwealth.
Thank you, Justin. It's been a fantastic 5 years, and I'm so happy to be here and excited for the interview today.
We're excited to have you, and let's get right into it.
Yep.
Kalyani, you have such an interesting background from being a PhD student in molecular cell biology to here at First Commonwealth. Share a little bit about your journey and what led you here.
Yes, definitely. I think I've had an interesting journey. I was a PhD student in molecular biology, very passionate about it. I think my intent at the time was to do something, that would impact people, and breast cancer research was one area that I was very interested in as a PhD student. But then due to personal reasons or circumstances, I couldn't pursue it. I had to quit PhD and then move to Lehigh Valley. And then I decided to be a stay-at-home mom for like 8-9 years until my daughter turned 9 years old. And then that's when I thought, okay, I should do something with my time. And then it was very accidental, if I might say, that First Commonwealth happened. And I met someone who works here in a temple, and she said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "No, I'm just here for my daughter." And then she said, "Oh, why don't you apply? We have positions." And then I just looked at the profile. I thought, okay, maybe I could do it, and it's part-time, so let me just try it. And that's how First Commonwealth happened. But having said that, I think a year into it, I realized that I'm still making an impact towards people in the role that I was in. It's definitely researching into their finances and then going from there. So that kept me going, and I realized that this is the place that I needed to be.
So you are the member experience manager for our Emmaus Financial Center. Tell us one thing that you're proud about most of your team over at Emmaus.
I can say I'm blessed having a team who is so member focused. I say blessed because I can't take credit for the attitudes that they bring to the table, for the kind of people they are. They are very kind, member focused, and I've gotten always great reviews. I hear great things from my members all the time, praising the team that I have, and they go above and beyond with every member. So and those skills, those customer service skills, or the member focus skills were inherent already when they were here, when they were hired. So I'm truly blessed with a great team.
So you work very closely with our members.
Yes.
What is one piece of advice that you can offer up to our members on how they can get the most out of their experience with us?
If I had to give one piece of advice to my members, I would ask them to be very candid, when they walk in. To be candid and to kind of come out with what they are actually seeking. There are times when I've heard members tell me that nobody ever asked me that, or because they had a need which they never expressed. I could now say that in a very proud manner that First Commonwealth has invested a lot into building the knowledge for all the member experience associates. I'm a certified financial counselor. We have almost 60 certified financial counselors in every location. That just shows that everybody has the knowledge to answer any questions or route them to the people that can help them. So one piece of advice, we are always asking those questions to members, saying, hey, how else can we do better? How else can I help you? Do you have anything else that I could assist you with?
Yeah.
When that question is asked, I would ask the members to just be open and candid and say, hey, it could be anything. It could be a debt-related thing. There
Sure.
is no judgment. So I would ask them to be candid with, well, I'm struggling with this. Is this something you could help with? If they come open about it, the richer the experience, and we will go all in to help the member.
Kalyani, can you share a moment that sticks out to you the most where you had a real impact on one of our members?
Okay. This takes me back to the time when I was a member experience associate. Um, when I first started in the role, in the first year at least, I was just thinking, trying to learn things and understand things, and I was just thinking this role was just about members coming in, making the deposits, transfers, and that was it. And one of the eye openers for me was it was end of the first year when I had this member who came in, and then I started asking more questions, building relationships, and then this member came in, and then she was she came in, she didn't have great credit, and then she wanted to build credit, and she was looking to get a loan. She was really in need of money, and at the time, based on the knowledge that I had gained, I thought, okay, maybe I could build her credit this way. And then it took 3 months for us to actually build the credit. I followed up with her and then kind of got her into refinancing her car loan, which was at, like, I think Capital One or something at the time, like a really high rate.
Yeah.
And we were giving her like 4 or 5% here, and she was paying like almost 18-20% in interest because of not having great credit. And then we could move that loan in, and then I opened accounts for her husband, her kids, and then a year later, I think she was A plus credit. And then she happened to get a mortgage with us with 1.5% in 2021, which I don't think you will ever hear here with us. So I think that was the most fulfilling experience because it was an all-around relationship building. And then towards the end, she was so happy that she could get a home for 1.5%. And I recently got a chance to meet with her, in a different financial center.
Mm-hmm.
And then she recognized me and she came up to me and she thanked me that, if not for that refinance, that I did at the time, she would have still been in that,
That circle.
that circle where she could not come out of
Yeah.
it.
Kalyani, you have earned some impressive certifications: Certified Scrum Master, Certified Financial Counselor, Lean Six Sigma. What keeps you motivated to continue learning and growing?
Like I said, when I started, I was just new to this banking world was totally new to me. What I essentially was trying to do was, how can I be better than what I was yesterday? And in that process, I learned that knowledge is a weapon. Knowledge is the power. The more knowledge I have, I can better service the member in front of me. In that pursuit, the first certification I had was the Certified Financial Counselor certification, where it teaches you how to talk to a member, especially finances are very sensitive topics. And for them to trust you, you should have all the knowledge that you you can gain to better address their problems and solve it for them. So that was my first certification. And then when I started doing that, I really wanted to see how else can I improve a process, or how else can I improve something, for the betterment. And during that time, I found Lean Six Sigma, which essentially is another certification for process improvement. And we do a lot of things in the financial center: operations, member service, and sometimes having these key certifications helps you stop and think, how can I better it?
Yeah.
These are pretty much the tools to get there. And again, there is always scope to apply something if you are really looking to apply. And what keeps me motivated is, again, knowledge, and I see that as a powerful, and in impacting. If I want to help somebody like in front of me, I need to know all the tools, all the knowledge that I can gain to help them better.
Yeah. So we talked a lot about work. What do you like to do when you're not here? What keeps you motivated? What keeps you going? Any hobbies or fun things that you enjoy doing?
I actually have 11-year-old, and I spend a lot of time with her. So whatever she's doing, I'm doing too. So I play a lot of games, any board games, anything. I like to play table tennis and tennis. Yeah. So if I have the time,
Yeah, that's the key.
That's the key, right? So, but yeah, I like to play a lot. I used to draw and paint, not anymore. If I can read, I'd like to read, in my free time, a lot of articles, LinkedIn, name it. You have so much out there, Google, to read right now
Yeah.
on your phones. And I listen to podcasts, and yeah, I have those interests. Yes, definitely.
I have one final question for you. If you could sum up your entire 5 years here at First Commonwealth in a single word, what would that word be and why?
I may have used this word already in my answers, but I'm going to say it again. It's been a very fulfilling experience. For someone who was not into banking at all, coming this entire journey has not only been about my personal growth, but it also has been fulfilling because I could impact, like I said in the beginning, a lot of members. And, when I see the growth in them too, like financially from where they were to where they are now, it definitely feels that much more fulfilling, and gives me I'm really proud of this journey, and makes me think that I have a unique position here and a purpose for being here.
Well, Kalyani, that wraps it up for us today. Thank you so much for joining us on Faces of First Commonwealth. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. It's definitely, these questions, brought me back to my entire journey here at First Commonwealth. Thanks for taking the time. This was fantastic. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks to you for watching Faces of First Commonwealth. I'm Justin Choate. We'll see you next time.